Okay, so here's a function generator that I built, and it's not quite done, but it's almost done. I'll power it up so you can see what happens. This is the guy who designed it, Scullcom. Louis Scully. He's on YouTube. Great guy. So anyway, I don't know if you could see the labels on these inputs here. TTL out, that's, you know what that is. Output, that's just the output of the waveforms. And AM in is so you can modulate the waveform if you want to with AM. And the level is for the output level. This is a menu control, and it's a encoder. So see, as I turn it, you can see the numbers moving up there. That changes the frequency. Now if I push it, it changes to times 10 right there. So then it moves faster. When I turn it, it just moves faster. If I want to change the frequency quickly, and I can change it again to 100, and then it goes really fast. So if I want to get to a certain frequency really quickly, that's how you do it. Now these numbers don't match the frequency, and I got to find out why. Down here's the range. So each time you push this, the range changes. So there's 3 ranges. 1, 2, 3. So it has, you know, certain frequencies within each range. And then the wave button is for changing the wave. Triangle, square, and sine. And on and off. Self-explanatory. Right now I'm running it with my 9-volt bench supply. 9 volts goes in the back. Right there, with a little standard coaxial plug. This case I bought years ago, and it sat in the box for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Paid $4 for it. So now I got a beautiful box to put this thing in. And I left this space on this side over here. Oops. Yeah, real professional video. So I left the space over here for more stuff. If I want to add any more controls or inputs or outputs or whatever in the future. I don't know. But anyway, that's why I crammed everything on one side. So I'll open it up. And inside is the main processing board. Now, it's hard to see because some of these wires are a little too short. But in there is the main processing board. And that little tiny board at the top there with the red light on it is an Arduino. It's a processor. It's a small computer. And it has all the firmware in there, or software, whatever you want to call it, that talks to all the chips and tells them what to do. So over here is the power supply, and there's plus 6 volts and minus 6 volts coming out of here. This green wire is the let's see here if I can get to it. This green wire here is the switch circuit, goes to the switch. There's the power coming out here. We got plus and minus 6 volts and 5 volts coming back from this board, because the little computer board has 5 volts. And I don't know why he designed it to send the 5 volts back over here, because it doesn't do anything. It's there for some reason. These are regulators here and here, plus and minus regulators. Capacitors. There's a couple coils there, and the coils are for the minus 6 volts chip right there that generates a minus voltage by switching mode. A little complicated to explain. This is a soft start FET over here on this side, so that it cushions the startup current on this chip here. I guess he blew out a few of those, and so he put that in there as a cushion. Alright, so up here in the front, all the back of the switches, the encoder is here, a DC offset pot, a level pot, and here are the back of the push buttons, and then the BNC plugs are here. So this is the display here, and you'll notice there's a lot of pins on this display here. A lot of pins. That's an 8-bit input on that display. Well, this board here and that chip converts it to 4-wire, so you can control this whole display with 4 wires. It's a serial connection. Alright, so there it is. Crappy video number 1.